This kid fucking... We're setting up for the first ever pod, and I get this guy on the phone. You think you got time to go to the Packy and get me some White Claws?
I knew I was...
I texted him earlier. I go, I got a 12 a beer. He goes, go get me some White Claws.
All right.
Do you not like Pabst?
I love
Or are you
Pabst.
just partial to White Claw?
I just want a White Claw. I really wanted to go before like school and everything, but I went to school mad early to do homework today, and I wasn't gonna go let the White Claw sit in my car for 6 hours and then fucking come back here and drink piss warm White Claws. Like, there's no way that's gonna happen.
I do not want another single pop culture reference out of you for the rest of the trip. You understand?
I'm trying to say that something is coming.
Dude, Andrew, I gotta say, I'm a big fan of all the stickers you got on your laptop here. Buddy.
Really?
Big fan. You got quite the variety. You got Walking Dead. You got the original PlayStation logo. You got a Dunder Mifflin Paper Company sticker. You got the works, my friend.
Yep.
R2-D2.
Yeah, it's just a variety of bullshit that I enjoy.
I was eyeing your background. It's Brady. By the way, tonight, happy kickoff.
Oh, yeah. Football season is back.
Green Bay and the Bears.
Yeah, I wonder how that's going right now.
Who won? Does anyone know?
Definitely, it might not even be over. Let me look it up really quick.
Oh, man, the fantasy team.
I have absolutely no idea.
But yeah, kickoff.
My relationship with football, as Tate will tell you, is I follow the games when they're like Super Bowl. Anything prior to the Super Bowl, I don't pay attention.
We got a low scoring game here. 7-3 Packers.
Is it final?
Nah, it's midway through the third.
Oh, if that's how the season goes for every team, I'll be fucking pissed.
No way. I can't believe the Packers only have 7 though. With their supposedly high-powered offense, Aaron Rodgers is the best. Yeah, right.
Aaron Rodgers sucks.
Welcome to episode 1, by the way, of On Tap. Glad to be here. We're just kind of shooting the shit. We're just kind of 3 kids who don't really know too much what they're doing, but hopefully this is going to come out better than we think.
Here we are.
Here we are.
Podcasts.
In all fairness, though, we do have, I think, a lot of insight into, the Marvel Universe, really anything television, Netflix-related.
Pop culture.
Pop culture. Gaming, maybe some music.
Some music, some anime here and there. We'll spice it up week by week. You never know what's coming your way with each episode.
I think we have enough knowledge to actually make a decent podcast, and hopefully everyone out there agrees.
Yeah, we'll find out shortly.
Should we get into the first topic?
Yeah.
Go for it. You start. This is your area of expertise.
I'm just excited
this is
about
where
it.
I lack hard.
So, the Joker.
I got some thoughts on this.
Not the Joker. Joker.
Just Joker.
Just Joker. Trailer dropped. You guys watch the trailer?
No.
You did not.
I watched it about 3 minutes before we started the show.
How'd it look? What did you think?
It sounded cool from what I heard from Jason's phone. But
you heard it. You didn't see it.
I didn't see nothing.
That's about the extent of your knowledge. No, I think it looks... I think it looks good for a DC movie. I am so partial to Marvel that I think anytime I look at anything kind of created by DC, I'm always comparing it to Marvel, and I kind of subconsciously lower it in my mind.
I think that's one of the problems that DC has, right? I think that because it's such a hot time for superhero movies,
And Marvel
in general,
the MCU's
that
killing it.
Everybody just like DC is not really the underdog so much as like the bench warmer.
Big time.
That they're not even really considered.
Yeah.
I mean, Aquaman, what was that? What was the latest DC movie that came out? Was it Aquaman?
I think it was Aquaman. I got to tell you, I saw one single clip from that movie on YouTube, and that was it. And that one clip, I wasn't that impressed. It lived up to my expectations as far as a DC movie goes.
Did you guys see Justice League by chance?
I did not. Did you?
You did not see Justice League?
I didn't. I've heard mixed things about Justice League. I've heard...
Terrible.
Yeah.
Was it really?
Absolutely terrible. I walked out of the movie theater that day and I was just like, why?
You saw it in theaters?
Oh, yeah. Because I'm a big superhero guy. I love superheroes. I've been, going off of them and, exploring them forever, Well, DC was huge because the Justice League, it's a collection of so many great heroes, and then it sucked. It was a collection of great heroes that didn't do anything. Ben Affleck as Batman was so dry. And, Ben Affleck is a great guy. But it was so dry. I couldn't believe it. I think he's a phenomenal actor, but it left me reaching for more.
What do you think it is that DC does wrong? You know, I do want to circle back to the Joker, talk a little bit more about that trailer. But while we're on the subject of DC in general, can we like pinpoint what it is that they do wrong?
I think that
It's clearly something.
from what I know
The
about
writing.
Yeah, I mean, from what I know about the
Terrible.
DCEU, can I fucking talk?
No.
What I know about the DCEU is that like they don't even know like where they're going. Like I think that they like the MCU, they have a centralized universe, right? Like it was centered at first around Tony Stark, Cap. They built off those characters. They built movies around those characters. Added in other obviously there's like Thor and stuff who have their origin stories and their solo movies and stuff, and then they got pretty fucking lucky with what they did in the entire universe. There's how many movies in the MCU that flow flawlessly?
There's like 20 something. I think
22, 23. I think
Something
it's
like that.
22.
Well, yeah,
But yeah,
20
you're
something
right.
movies where it just flows flawlessly, and
They
then
all
you have
connect.
They all connect, and you have the climax with Endgame, and it was just phenomenal.
And
So,
DC just doesn't have that.
yeah, I think that DC lacks someone who's like the centralized person. I think
Yep.
they fucking wing it with
Yeah.
every other character. Like, I think if Aquaman was good, they'd probably centralize their DCEU universe
Well,
around him and then build it. They don't know what they're even building off of.
I feel like it
you're
just
right.
comes down to origin
You're right.
stories.
Yeah.
They just make movies.
Their
and they
origin
hope it
stories
hits.
suck.
with Marvel, they, Iron Man had 2 movies for the first Avenger movies. Captain America had a movie. If Thor had a movie or 2. Like the main 3 guys, they all had 1 movie out, and then they were like our first 3 characters on screen were those guys together, and it was insane in the first Avengers movie, and it was epic. And
Unlike any
people
other movie.
loved it.
Yeah.
Versus DC, they lost their Superman actor. They lost Ben Affleck as Batman. They've recasted the 2 biggest DC heroes already, and they made a Justice League movie that is essentially in the scrapbook now, and they're just going from Aquaman forward and Wonder Woman.
I heard Justice League Blue.
I just told you it blew. It sucked. It was not good.
How much did Oh no, I was thinking of not Justice League. Batman vs Superman.
That movie, I agree with you. I've heard it was just god awful.
You guys didn't see that one either?
That's another one I
not-
haven't seen.
no.
Again, I am like, I stay so fucking far away from DC movies.
And
just
that's
like-
bias. It totally is
I'll
biased, but
completely admit that I'm
Yeah,
biased.
but
and to be
Marvel's
fair,
just so great. Come on.
it really is. To be fair, I probably should give more DC movies a chance.
Yeah.
And now that we're doing this podcast, I probably will revisit a few of them. But again, from
better than
the
you know
limited amount of DC movies that I've seen, the limited amount of clips that I've seen online and so forth, it doesn't hold up to Marvel, and DC alone. Just I feel like there's something missing.
I feel like we critique movies a lot more, like knowing what we know and the, I guess, drama that follows movie companies and stuff. But like for the casual fan, I mean, maybe Aquaman's just a summertime hit, or when did Aquaman come
How
out?
did
Was it this summer?
Aquaman do? Did that movie? Do
It did do pretty well. I didn't see it actually.
So did Wonder Woman, right?
Wonder Woman,
I saw
I don't
that
think the
one.
second one came out yet, but I believe the first Wonder Woman did pretty well. I fell asleep during it because I was very tired when I was watching it. But
DC.
We fall asleep during your movies.
but my girlfriend loved it, and she said it was really great, and she's the one that wanted to watch it with me, and I fell asleep during it.
Well, hopefully DC can redeem themselves with this Joker movie.
Man, the thing is, so Joker is completely different. It's going to be completely different
Big time.
than any other DC movie.
And maybe this will work for them.
Yeah, Gamora fell. She's very unsteady. She's had a couple too.
Oh God!
But Joker. So they're launching this new thing within the DC universe called DC Black Label.
Okay.
And
Never heard of it.
DC Black Label movies are now completely just disassociated with the DCEU, meaning that whether you want to call it a character study or a solo film or whatever,
Okay.
they're going to be primarily like R-rated movies that aren't there's no continuity, no overlap between them and the DCEU. So Joaquin Phoenix, whether he does another Joker sequel, which is probably very unlikely anyways, he'll never share the screen with like Robert Pattinson
Yeah.
as the new Batman. This is
Kind of stupid if you ask
But
me.
the thing is, it opens up an entire new realm of
It does.
possibility for
For DC.
character movies, and I mean, I have a feeling
maybe that's what DC needs to do, though.
That's
Just
what I'm
stick
saying,
to
yeah.
movies versus combining them all, because
making a universe.
I mean, chasing after Marvel at this point, man, it's a long
Fucking
race.
is. Yeah, no.
It's one he ain't gonna catch up on. I don't think.
No
Not
chance.
this late in the game.
But that's the thing that I'm super excited about is DC Black Label. It's gonna be. I mean, you could do so much with it. You could do character studies of anyone in the DC. DC has a lot of cool characters, like villains and superheroes. Like Scarecrow, Joker's my favorite. I think I'm just most excited for this movie because I'm not a Batman guy.
I'm really not.
Batman's kind of fucking stale.
I'll say it. I agree.
Batman's kind of stale in my opinion. He's kind of fucking bland, a little vanilla.
Why is he vanilla?
Stale bread.
He just has no personality. I don't think. I think that I'd rather watch almost any other superhero in the MCU than Batman, really. And I know that's a hot take, but so what I was saying was my favorite part of every single Batman movie was the Joker or the villain. And I think that's why I'm really excited for this movie. First of all, the early reviews for Joker are in. It was it was screened last weekend at the Venice Film Festival. You know what that fucking movie got?
What?
At the end of this movie, it got an 8-minute standing ovation.
Really?
You know how long 8 minutes is to clap? You know how many times you clap in 1 minute?
Dude, if we sat here right now and clapped for 8 minutes straight, people would be tuning out.
Yeah, so
So fast.
I'd probably leave the room in all
Same.
honesty.
So the critics
for a long time.
The critics are loving this movie. Kind of freaks me out a little bit though, because some movie that gets like 40% on Rotten Tomatoes, like from the critics, like Godzilla King of the Monsters got like a 40% on Rotten Tomatoes or something like that. Mm-hmm. Don't quote me on that. But it's really popular for just the average fan. So critic scores really don't reflect things. People like the common audience might view a movie like Joker as something that's just kind of a bland movie of a character, whereas critics see the intricate pieces and stuff. But an 8-minute standing ovation at the Venice Film Festival is wild, regardless. And the critics are fucking loving it. I in my notes I have Joaquin Phoenix, amazing, because he was in Her. You remember that movie?
Yeah, Her was
Have you ever seen Her?
interesting movie.
I don't think I have.
That was the weird guy. I forget his name.
That was him?
That was Joaquin Phoenix.
I have no idea
Holy
what the
crap.
fuck we're talking
Right?
about.
Yeah.
So
good actor.
Her was about the movie, really quick, about this guy that fell in love with an AI implemented on his phone.
Yeah.
And he was able to talk to her through an earpiece. It was like this AI
That sounds like an episode of Black Mirror.
It was.
It
pretty
essentially
much.
was.
Pretty much the same
yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
And he just fell in love with her. And I didn't know that was her. I knew Chris Pratt was in that movie, and I thought Chris Pratt was the guy that played the dude falling in love with the fucking droid. But
Yeah, no, that was Joaquin Phoenix. He was also in, I don't know if either of you saw it, I haven't, but I just know that he was in You Were Never Really Here. No.
Never seen it.
Yeah, I guess it's some kind of action movie. I guess he was really good in that too. But what were you gonna say?
As someone who isn't the biggest fan of DC movies, number one, what I will say is I think Joaquin Phoenix is gonna kill it in this movie. I think
You heard his laugh in the trailer?
Exactly. That is one of the parts that sold me. I think he's going
also
to
heard
do
the laugh.
really right because you heard it.
I
and
heard
watched
it, didn't watch it.
I think he's going to do very, very good
Same.
in this role. I don't know him as an actor from other movies or anything, but I could just kind of tell based on the trailer that he's going to be he's going to play the part well. I think that what's really going to interest me about this movie, and one of the reasons that I'm definitely going to check it out, is because it taps into this element of psychology. You know what I mean?
That's what I was gonna say too.
And I am a sucker. I'm a fucking sucker for movies like that. Number one, I love origin stories.
Yeah.
Origin stories that can incorporate this kind of almost psychological decay, the breakdown of a man's psychology.
I really hope that's
that
what they
topic
do.
has always fucking fascinated me.
Yeah, I agree, and it's kind of being in the mental health field, I
Yeah.
guess. It's interesting. It's interesting too because someone described this movie as, you know what happens to you when you have a bad day? How fucking clouded your vision is, and like how fucking low you get when you just have a single bad day. This movie,
Just one site.
right? Yeah,
One thing.
this movie kind of showcases what your life would be like if you had a bad day, like, you know, against your own wishes. Obviously you can't help it. If you had a bad day every day for your entire life, it would drive you mad. And that's why I think the psychology is crazy, and that's why I think the Joker is kind of such a cool character, because he's fucking mad.
Yeah.
This guy is psycho, and I think the film that like shows that is unlike any other Joker character we've ever seen, which is why I'm really excited.
Do you think it'll be better than Heath Ledger's Joker?
No.
Yeah, there's
Absolutely
no way.
No fucking way.
I'm very grateful you
hold a
both
candle.
just said no to that.
No one can hold a candle.
Yeah, I mean, God bless Heath Ledger. He fucking poured his life into that
R.I.P.
role.
Dude, I think that role killed him, low-key.
It did, yeah.
I
Big
think
time.
it was part of the reason
Without
why
a
he
doubt.
didn't go
What
forward.
what have the reviews been for Joker so far?
The critic reviews?
I've seen the trailer. I haven't looked into any of the critic reviews or anything like that.
They're great.
Great reviews.
Yeah, the critic reviews are fucking awesome. They're really good right now.
Well, that's a movie to watch for sure.
Why I think this movie is going to do so well? Excuse me while
Dude,
I grab
speaking to
another
the
claw.
mic, dude.
I'm grabbing a claw. I'm sorry.
Re-say what you just said.
Oh my god. So you want to know why I think this movie's going to do so well?
Yeah.
Fucking tell us.
Sorry, that was my white claw.
Not a sponsor.
Not.
Although it could be if they want to be.
Open to suggestions.
But I think this movie's going to be great because I think we're going to see a villain win. And movies and TV shows where you see a villain win always do the best.
Well,
Hashtag
Look at
Thanos.
Infinity. Yeah, look at Infinity War. Look at The Empire Strikes Back in Star Wars, where Darth Vader won. Han Solo was taken captive. Like all you think about it, some of the greatest moments in television or movie history is from like the villain winning. And Thanos, I call him Thanos, not Thanos.
It's gotta be
Thanos.
breaks against
What do
the
you
fucking
say?
law.
Yeah, he
I
was
say
he was
Thanos.
amazing.
Thanos.
Thanos.
It's
It's definitely Thanos.
Why you
But I
gotta
like saying
stand out?
Thanos. What? I think it's funnier.
Whatever.
But
You gotta be like
I think we're gonna see the Joker go, lose his way of being normal. I
Call him the
guess
Joker now.
the Joker.
Yeah. If you want to
Fuck you, man.
you want to
There's the first F bomb.
So I completely agree with you when you say that
Villain winning is huge.
big
in
time.
anything.
Villain winning is huge. Do you think that that's how they're going to set up the Joker movie, though? Do you think it's going to be Joker versus someone or a group of people, and then Joker wins, or is it just going to be kind of like a backstory, psychological? Here's how.
Yeah, I don't think Joker's gonna be fighting off anybody. I think you're just gonna see him winning in his his own psychoticness and
Kind of
coming to
giving
grips
into
with
it,
it
yeah.
and owning up to it and
Yeah.
just enjoying it at that point.
In other words, it's going to be not a happy ending, but a dark ending because
Right.
everyone knows what happens
Right.
after that.
But I think though that people are gonna fucking root for that to happen. I think that's what's so fascinating about these kind of movies, where when cinema does something so fantastic that you're like, oh, I fucking hope that villain who just murdered a fucking family wins. That's amazing.
It's a reflection on society.
That's what
be honest.
people like watching villains win.
Yeah.
I mean,
man.
Thanos won Infinity War. That movie was
Because
wild.
it takes you so fucking far off guard.
Yeah, exactly.
It breaks all norms, and people just, I think in this day and age, Hollywood has kind of boiled down to a certain set of established plot lines, and when you have a movie that just kind of breaks all the norms, people eat that shit up, and that's why Thanos winning was such a big hit. That's why I think, Andrew, like you were saying, the Joker movie will be a big hit.
But yeah.
It's just a plot line people love.
You made a really good point just with the psychology of it too.
villain, man, who doesn't love a good villain?
Good villains are
That's what makes a hero movie even better.
Yup.
Big
I fucking agree. I really do.
Should we move on to the future of Spidey? Because I want to get to that.
Before we do,
It's a
did
sore
you guys
subject.
hear, I don't know if you guys watched any of D23, this big old Disney Expo that all these Marvel people.
I saw a
are
little bit of
talking about.
Feige talking about it.
Yeah, right. Okay, so Robert Downey Jr. was there. Probably doing one of the last bits of appraisals.
I think
for
I know
his
where you're
role.
going with this.
And
Tate,
he
you were
opened.
sending that beer down.
Yeah,
I'm
Tate
just
is
sipping
almost
on the
gone
beer.
already with this other beer.
Fucking hop off my
I haven't even
back.
finished one.
But where
It's
I'm going,
literally my second beer. You guys are. Okay, fuck you. Go.
Robert Downey Jr. at the D23 mic in front of millions, I'm sure, at least thousands, and then millions saw it later on, openly admitted that he got caught smoking weed in Disneyland.
Who was this?
Robert Downey Jr.
Robert Downey Jr.
Shit.
Recently?
Yeah. Not recently, because
Well, he had a troubled past.
yeah, he did have a troubled
Very
past,
troubled.
but it makes me think it was even younger because while he was saying it, he goes, yeah, they brought me to a very happy detainment center because it's Disney. It's supposed to be the happiest place in the
I bet
world.
it was extra happy for him that day. Shit.
Yeah, like, while he was talking about it, he goes, my chaperone was quite disappointed with me when I got back. And I don't know what he means by chaperone, but it makes me think he was in high school or maybe even
middle school?
college. Like I don't think middle
could have been.
school.
I was thinking when I think
Like a
chaperone,
college
I think-
trip, they have like RAs or some
But I
higher
don't know
up
if they have
staff.
chaperones on college trips.
I was almost thinking parole.
oh shit.
Parole?
Was he
Why would they take him
locked
to
up?
Disneyland? I don't know. I don't think he was
Robert
locked up.
Downey Jr. Robert Downey Jr.
But
Shit. So he announced he
he
talked about
openly
this?
talked about this at the
recently.
mic at D23, and that was a couple weeks ago in August.
Wow. Did hear about D23? There was a lot of news that
A
came
lot
out
of news that came
right?
up there. A lot of Disney Plus stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
A lot.
There's a
of it.
lot of content there.
yeah.
But you know,
Before we get to that-
I was wondering if you guys had heard.
And
about
I
that.
do want to get to that.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, we'll get to that. But with in terms of Spidey and the MCU, just to kind of round it off,
Pissed, man.
did you see the
situation.
statement that the Sony CEO just came out and said?
Why do you always ask him the questions? Direct some at me.
No, I
Did
didn't.
you?
I did.
I
I'm in
fucking.
this
I
fucking
asked you earlier.
Okay.
So that's why. Did you hear it?
No, I did not hear the statement.
So I got a tweet.
I was reading articles last night, but I didn't hear the statement. I don't think. I might have read it. I don't know. What's the statement? Tell
So
me.
I got.
What's the
so
news?
I got a tweet notification. I'm on
Okay.
Twitter now. If they really go for follow me.
Shout out.
I got a tweet notification that the Sony CEO president said, I'm not going to quote it because it's not in front of me right now, but it says something as along the lines of Spider-Man.
I got it right here if you want me to. But go on.
Go, yeah, no, I think it says something along the lines of, Jason will pull it up, but Spider-Man rejoining the MCU is out of the question, quote, for now.
Right. So there's a possibility.
So I said to Jason...
Tony Vinciqueta.
Fucking A.
Fucking, you know what's ironic about this Gamora falling over?
Yeah, give me that. There's no balance. There's no balance with it.
And she's holding the
Yeah,
fucking knife.
yeah. See,
Goodness.
Gamora, you fucking suck.
CEO of Sony Pictures, Tony, I'm probably butchering this last name, Vinciqueta.
Fuck Vincent Ketta, by the way.
Yeah. The quote,
It's his fault.
I don't think this is the quote you were
I think
referring
it's
to, but he
Sony's
also
fault.
said, Spider-Man was fine before the event movies, did better with the event movies, and now that we have our own universe, he will play off the other characters as well. I think we're pretty capable of doing what we have to do here.
right.
Doesn't it sound defensive to you?
All right, their own universe is Venom right now.
Big time.
it.
Unless they
pretty
come
much
out
it.
with Kraven the Hunter or build off that, it's going to take at least 3 other Spider-Man movies to make a universe. So their universe right now means Spidey joining Venom.
I think Tom Holland will be under contract for a while. I know he's got 2 movies under his contract right now, but I think
I'm
he
going to be
will-
depressed when I see Tom Holland working for Sony.
Yeah,
Honestly.
yeah, absolutely.
I think Tom Holland is pissed, but we know life is all about that cheddar.
I
So
don't know if he is pissed. It's really hard to tell.
I think he's pissed.
he
Really?
unfollowed
Yeah.
Sony on Instagram.
Did he really?
And you unfollowed someone
shit.
you pissed off. So I don't.
Those fucking shots right
Yeah.
right
So
But that's his employer. Literally, Sony was his employer, not the MCU, not Marvel. It was Sony, and he unfollowed the people that gave him a contract because Sony was the primary owner of Spider-Man, and that's pretty crazy.
to Sony's defense, do you have the quote right now?
I have another little quote that he said that'll help give us context.
Okay.
We had a great one. This is also what the fuck's his name? Vinciqueta,
Vincent
CEO of Sony.
This fucking guy.
We had a great run with Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige.
Feige.
Oh fuck!
Feige,
I
bro!
fucking butchered that name.
Kevin Feige. Ba, 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 ba.
What is it supposed to be?
Feige.
Oh, Feige sounds.
It is spelled like Feige a little bit.
Feige almost sounds better.
If I
Kevin Feige.
if I
Doesn't
read
it?
that
Rolls
name
off
for the
the tongue
first time,
better.
I'd probably read Feige. I've only known Feige from videos and
Never read that
I've
out
heard it
loud.
before. I definitely wouldn't be able to. I can't read.
Fuck
Are you
me.
kidding me?
President Kevin Feige.
Feige.
No, fuck you. It's Feige. He said we had a good run with Marvel Studios president on Spider-Man movies. We tried to see if there's a way to work it out. The Marvel people are terrific people. We have great respect for them. But on the other hand, we have some pretty terrific people of our own. Kevin didn't do all the work. There's definitely some bitterness there.
Sounds like a Donald Trump tweet minus the praise.
It really does.
Minus the praise.
Minus
yes.
the praise.
So here's the big question. Well, actually, I guess there's 2 big questions. Number one, do we think that Spider-Man is ever going to return to the MCU? Is there going to be a deal
Yes.
that's made? I completely
Yes.
agree with you.
I agree.
And I think it's going to be sooner than we think.
I think it will take some time.
Here's the
I think
thing, right?
I think his contract will expire with his 2 movies with Sony before we do see him in
Really?
another Marvel movie. Yes, I do. And it's mainly because it's all money struggle and it's all about executives. Like, the fans can only give so much.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, personally, I do think it is about the fans, but, you know, when you're in that type of position, when you're signing the contracts, when you're writing the contracts, like, it's their choice. They get to do whatever they want with your character at that point. You have no control. And I do think Sony's going to play this out and see how Holland does alone in his own movies in the Sony-verse. That's what we're calling it now, the Sony-verse.
Venomverse,
yeah,
Sonyverse, whatever.
So I think we will see him finish up his 2 movies, and then based off of that, like whether they make more money or not, like we'll see him return to the MCU. And I think he might not, because Phase 4 of Marvel doesn't have an Avengers movie in it. So Phase 4, I don't see Spider-Man in it at all. Late Phase 5, I'm hoping big time.
Same. I'm holding out hope that a deal is going to be made sooner than later. I have so much faith in Marvel fans. There's already been so much pressure.
It's like a fucking cult.
There's been like petitions signed, everything, and I'm hoping that Disney comes around and says, "All right, you know what? We're going to do it for the fans." I know you're right. Money talks. Money kind of runs everything. But I wish in an ideal world Disney would come out and say, "You know what? We respect our fans. They really want Spider-Man in the MCU. We're gonna do whatever it takes to make that happen."
Here's the thing, though.
It won't happen, but I wish it would.
Here's the thing, though. I wish it would.
What's up?
I don't.
What's up, baby?
I don't like what Sony did. However, what Disney did is almost insulting.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Both sides are wrong.
So, Disney has...
He's such a big character, and they screwed it up so hard. Because I mean, not to cut you off,
No,
but really
ahead.
quick.
Yeah, whatever.
Marvel made Spider-Man the face of the MCU.
Absolutely.
They gave him the glasses. Tony Stark put him under his wing.
Eat it, dude.
God, everything.
I was looking at
Spider-Man was set up to be in the MCU for the next 8 years, I'd say, at least.
I was scrolling.
Forever.
I was scrolling, by the way. I was scrolling on Instagram, and I saw this ad. You know how ads just pop up?
Yeah, it's terrible.
It's really bad. I saw this ad on Instagram, and it was a pair of Edith designed sunglasses.
Right.
It's also popped up on mine.
They looked so fucking good. I almost popped on them.
Listen,
they wanted $35.
Be honest. Were you really close to buying them?
It was in my cart.
I swear.
Sunglasses?
Yes.
Dude, you don't understand. If you saw them, you'd probably want them.
I probably would.
They look fresh.
They really, really do.
They probably look stupid on me, though. Those are big glasses, man.
Not everyone can wear glasses like that.
No.
I probably can't.
Honestly, I probably can't. But I think they'd be really cool to have.
Oh, yeah. Just like, you could have them to display in the room here, you know?
Fuck yeah, you could.
You could just stick them on that if you want.
Shit.
Fucking wear them.
Oh, okay.
During the show?
Yeah. Even Dead on the Hero.
You dick.
Even Dead on the Hero.
Even Dead on the Hero.
Shit.
That should have been the pod name.
So,
Man. Nah, on tap. Sell the brand.
Look at all these shots we got
bring
on
it back
tap
a
here.
little.
Sell the brand. Not a sponsor.
So the future of Spidey, I guess we could say, is unknown as of right now.
With
what I was
Marvel,
saying,
at least.
Real quick.
With Marvel.
The thing is, Sony's at fault completely. Disney's at fault. I would say more, because when Sony and Disney were at the table negotiating a deal saying, hey, fork over some cash, they give me some scratch. Not Marvel. Disney wanted, what, 50-50?
Yeah.
That's insane.
They wanted 50-50.
Didn't Disney tell them to go fuck themselves pretty much?
No, Sony did. Disney, okay, so Disney and Sony were at the table trying to make a deal.
Yeah.
And Disney was like, let's do 50-50 on box office. Right. Sony was like, you're fucking nuts. You see what else you own?
Right.
So they counter-offered with 70-30.
Right.
Disney said, fuck you.
Disney said, fuck yourself.
Oh, man.
So
70
Look what you did, Disney.
That's insane.
All right, first of all,
they should have taken it.
they should have took 70-30. Are you kidding me? They were making a zero on all the Spider-Man movies, all right? They were making money off the products, like toys. I don't even know what else they can make money off of besides the toys. But that's why they did all the suits in Far From Home and Homecoming, because... You know, they get to make more action figures from that. Kids buy all the fucking suits, because why wouldn't you want all the suits?
Speaking of all the suits, isn't it ironic, by the way, in
Spider Monkey,
in the new Spider-Man game, how it's the Andrew
Night
Garfield
Monkey, dude.
It's Night Monkey. Would you say Spider
I
Monkey?
said Spider
Get it
Monkey.
fucking right.
Oh my god. Are you even on this podcast?
I'm sorry.
But isn't it funny how in the Spider-Man game, It's the Andrew Garfield soundtrack, but it's all the suits from like ever,
Yeah.
like in the MCU.
Oh
Have you
yeah.
played Spider-Man PS4?
Yeah. I beat the
game.
game. Great game.
Great game.
Fantastic game. Tate won't play it.
Never played it.
Yeah, you did. You were playing it yet the other day.
No, but I'm saying I haven't played it through.
Oh,
Well,
I'm not.
You should.
All right.
You
Well, I'm
definitely
not a
should.
fan of like. I can't commit.
I know you
to
don't.
fucking,
You don't like those kind of games.
I have a hard time staying up with it. I'd rather watch
know,
fucking The Office.
One thing I will say I think that I'm looking forward to about Spider-Man being back with Sony is Sony owns a lot of the classic Spider-Man villains that I don't think we would have seen in the MCU unless another deal was made. But I mean, you think about it, Sony owns, and I was just looking at a chart the other day. Sony owns Rhino, they own Electro,
Yeah.
they own
Doc Ock,
Doc Ock,
Green Goblin.
Goblin,
a lot of the classics.
Kingpin.
And so at least that'll be an interesting element that they can add to their movies. What's going to be so weird, though, is that if Tom Holland does continue playing Spider-Man for Sony, it's going to be so bizarre that they are not even going to be able to reference Tony Stark anymore.
Yeah.
All the events of Endgame, all of that, it's just going to be like
All of it
erased.
has
It's
to
going to be
stay
so
out.
fucking vague, dude. It's going to be overwhelming.
It's gonna feel weird.
It's going to be so weird.
No more Edith glasses. That's why I want the pair. I'll become Edith.
Yeah, you'll be the head of the Avengers, I guess.
Could be looking at both of you right now and just think send a nuke.
Could fucking see what each other's texting.
Yeah, like it's stupid.
I wouldn't want it. Too creepy. Too
But-
creepy right there.
Where I draw the
man.
line.
What I was
getting at with Spider Monkey,
Yeah,
but
no,
I
that's
meant
cool.
Night
Cutting off.
Night Monkey. Night
get it wrong
Monkey.
again.
I did it on purpose this time. Okay. Night Monkey's got a
Night
hand
Monkey's
off.
right.
He said Spider Monkey.
I said what I was getting at was Spider Monkey,
And then you
but Night Monkey.
Yeah, you corrected yourself.
Yes.
After
Okay.
you
Forget it. My point is they're gonna have Night Monkey hand off the glasses.
All right. Yeah.
Night Monkey.
This guy over here.
Oh my god! I might just walk upstairs.
Dude, that part in Far From Home where he's like, Night Monkey.
You're on the Ferris wheel.
Yeah.
It's like, what's your name?
Fucking Ned's so scared, dude.
Did you guys catch the cameo of Spider Gwen at the end of that movie? Or no, that was Endgame. Not that was at the end of Endgame, not Far From Home.
You know what? Are you sure?
Yes.
Because I think I don't know if we're talking about the same thing, but I think there was a reference to Gwen in. Are you referring to in the halls of like the high school when
Yeah.
they showed her from the back?
From behind with the spider.
Are you
dress
sure that
on.
was Endgame?
No. I'm not. It was
Pretty-
either
pretty
Endgame
sure it was Far From
or
Home.
Far From Home.
But I did hear about that.
Did you see? Yeah, that was kind of crazy.
It was interesting.
Did you see that?
So wait, I'm trying to think of the scene now.
So at the end of the movie, I think it is Far From Home.
I don't know.
I think
I'm
it's
pretty sure it's Far
Endgame.
From
I think it's Endgame.
Well, okay, whether it's Endgame or
I'll-
whether it's
I'll
Far
allow-
From Home.
No, I'm gonna look it up right now.
I'm
I'm
so
convinced that
was
it's
it
Far From
when
Home.
Peter saw Ned in the hallway and like gave
Gave
him a
him
hug?
daps.
Yeah, that was in Endgame.
It was Endgame.
It was Endgame
When
because
they
it
just
was
got back.
Yeah, everyone got back from the
Right.
snap.
That's
Oh,
what I
shit.
thought.
He went back to high school for the first time, and he'd seen all of his friends. He's like, Ned, holy shit, good to
Right,
see you. And
right.
he's depressed about Tony.
And then
So-
almost like center frame,
It was
this,
Endgame.
this blonde girl comes
And-
out and walks, and
And
she's
she had
wearing
spider or something.
yeah, she's wearing a black dress with spider print,
That's a
Yeah.
big time Easter
I
egg right
missed-
there.
with straight blonde hair, looks
Right over
very
the head.
preppy. That's what Spider Gwen is.
Interesting.
But speaking of Spider Gwen, did you guys see the interview with Tom Holland about
I did. I watched it actually.
the future of the Spider Verse and stuff like that?
If we're thinking of the same thing, you told me
No, I'm not.
it's a possibility. The Project Awesome video.
Gross, dude, do that over there.
Away from the mic, dude. Shit. It's a brand new fucking mic. I'm gonna soil it.
Soiled it.
The Project Awesome. What the fuck is that?
Emergency.
Emergency
Awesome.
Awesome.
That guy.
Not
That's
a
the
sponsor.
video.
Love your content.
Great guy.
That's the video you're referring to
Well, yeah, but
from them.
Yeah, but I'm saying. Well, I saw it originally from Emergency Awesome's post, but the full interview was in that post.
Because I saw
So,
the part
referring
where
to
Tom
both.
Holland was reading shit from.
The computer.
Yeah,
yeah, that was
that's what
like
you're talking
that's
about?
like the interview or the
Anyway,
the
go on
scene.
with your point. I that was a long interruption.
There was a part in that interview where they touched up on Tom Holland joining the Sony Spider-Verse,
Yep.
That'd be fucking crazy. They said at one point that it's not out of the question if they get Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire,
Listen.
because they want to do a live action one.
Dude, that'd be sick.
I've read somewhere
that would easily be the best Spider-Man movie ever
big
made.
time. I've read somewhere
And
that
if Sony could pull that off, forget
care about
Marvel.
it.
Why would they ever
Toby's
go
not in.
back?
If they do that,
Toby's not in.
if
Really?
Toby's in,
No, he's not in.
Yeah.
I read somewhere that he wouldn't be interested.
okay. Well, I was gonna say the best part
Tobey
of that.
Maguire's a puss. Like
The best
that's why
part of
he's
that-
the worst Spider-Man.
Okay, disagreements. The best part of any Tobey Maguire movie was when he did the fucking dance with the Venom.
In Spider-Man 3.
When he just fucking pumped his...
Did I watch that?
he
fucking-
just
Dude, I
hip
watched that. I was
thrusted
like,
the
what-
air in front of all the
What
chicks
What the
walking
fuck
by.
was that shit, dude?
Dude.
Oh, so funny. The first time, even going back now, watching that, I'm like, this guy's feeling himself. I'm like, this is hysterical.
It's so good.
It's so weird.
All right, really quick. Best Spider-Man. Jason, who is it?
Best Spider-Man, I gotta go with Tom Holland.
Tom Holland. Tate, who is it?
It's Tom Holland. Best
Tom Holland?
nostalgic value is Tobey Maguire.
Toby.
Yeah, Tom Holland, easily
You know-
best Spider-Man.
I wasn't a huge fan of Andrew Garfield's movies, but I don't think that they're as bad as everybody makes them out to be.
The second one was terrible. The
Agreed.
writing,
Agreed.
the
Second
way
one's
everything that happened in that movie, like seeing the scene, it was just bad. Nothing made sense
First one was
at
decent.
all.
You know what was cool about those movies,
First
though?
one was good. I like that.
And this
one a
goes
lot.
back to my point about the fucking Joker. You know what was cool about those movies was the villains.
Yep.
Electrode,
Electro,
and
the
Croc.
Lizard,
Electro. Is it
Electrode,
I think it's Electro.
Electro,
And the Lizard
That's
was
a
in it too,
Pokemon.
right?
Electrode.
Yeah.
Pokemon's Electrode.
When worlds clash.
yeah, they're very similar. All right, don't yell at me.
Detective Pikachu is not on the docket for
It's not. Another time.
I
did
heard
see
that is a
movie,
good
though.
movie.
Did either? You,
I didn't
neither
see
of
it.
you guys
No,
saw
I didn't see it.
Did
Listen,
you see it?
It's a pretty decent movie.
Yeah, I heard Ryan Reynolds made it pretty fucking funny.
Yeah, it's the plot is deeper than you'd think.
Yeah?
It's it held my attention the whole time.
That's awesome,
It
actually.
was so fucking cool, dude, to see.
Live
I'm gonna
action
sound like
Pokemon.
such a fucking geek here,
Yeah,
dude.
who cares? That's what we're here for.
But to see, yeah, exactly. To see live action Pokemon, like as someone who grew up with the
It
games,
looks
to
real,
see,
yeah.
it was so.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Dude, I was
the
really
mime
big on
freaked,
Pokemon.
mime freaked me out.
The Mime?
In those trailers.
Mr. Mime?
Mr. Mime bugged me out.
It's pretty creepy.
He looked great.
It was
looked
really
They only
great.
caught
great.
one Pokemon in that whole movie, though.
What a fucking amateur.
That's not right. If you're gonna do a Pokemon movie, you gotta catch more than one Pokemon. You know
He
what
only
I'm saying?
call one?
One at the very beginning. It
a
wasn't
Pikachu.
centered
Who was it?
around
Spoiler alert. Who was
that.
it?
It was a. They tried to catch a Cubone.
Cubone's
sick.
kind of lit,
Cubone
actually.
live action. That's pretty
It's
dope.
pretty cool.
Cubone is a cool Pokemon.
But then it broke out of the Pokeball and ran away, and that was it.
Oh man.
I was low key hoping.
so they didn't
to
even
see-
catch it.
That's always how it goes.
I was hoping to see them try to catch more, but they didn't.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Anyway, shall we move on to Disney Plus? A lot going on
Is
there,
that next on tap tonight?
and it is next on tap. Yes,
Sick
sir.
plug, bro.
You like that?
Sick plug.
On tap. I don't
What-
think we have a Twitter yet.
First of all, are we each gonna get Disney Plus? Are you gonna
Yeah.
get Disney Plus?
I'm gonna get Disney Plus. I think we
You're
should
gonna
just
get it?
all
I'm gonna get
split it. Like,
I'm
I
gonna
don't
get
think-
it
There's
too.
an idea.
I don't
Day
think we
one.
should all just spend. I don't think we should feed Disney after losing Tom Holland the fucking $12 or $16 each. Like, fuck that. I think we should just spread it. And watch
How much
together.
is it?
I think it's supposed to be under $20 a month.
Isn't there a Hulu ESPN option?
There's a bundle that I saw, and I could be wrong, but I think it was Hulu, Disney Plus, ESPN Plus. I think that's it. Actually, maybe one more for
I think that was it.
I think under $15 a month.
Well, whatever Disney owns. they're
Are
just
you
gonna
kidding me?
Yeah,
Throw it
forget
in the
about it.
fucking mix.
I'm getting that for sure. For like under 15. Let me look it up real quick.
Yeah, it sounds really good. They have so many shows coming to Disney Plus that I am so interested in. And what I think is super cool is that these shows are going to tie into the movies.
Yeah, and that is awesome.
Super excited.
I think it's
for...
the first time we're going to see like a TV.
How many fucking times?
Throw her out of here, man.
Get her the fuck out. She's
No.
clearly unbalanced.
Listen, she's
Hasn't really learned much from
But
Thanos,
like, how
so-
you don't see TV shows tie in the movies all that often. We're gonna see with Breaking Bad. 'Cause they're
Okay.
coming out with the Breaking Bad movie, and that is going to be something I want to talk about very badly in the future because that comes out in October.
next pod.
Next pod.
Next pod.
But it's
Hot take.
it's crazy. It's crazy. What's up?
Hot take. Walter alive?
No way.
Yeah, I'm on the no way train either.
I think he is. I don't think they'd make a movie without Walter White.
Dude,
I think he could
honestly-
be in it, but with flashbacks.
I don't think they'd make the movie without Walter White. Unless
Honestly,
they're
dude,
strictly
It's gonna be a
making it
Pinkman
Jesse
movie.
Pinkman.
Yeah, it's gonna be a Pinkman
That's
movie.
That's what I'm
crazy,
saying,
man.
dude. I'm so past Walter White. I'm just full on Pinkman now.
I love Pinkman start to finish. Let me tell you,
Same.
that guy has been awesome. He's crazy. I love the way Aaron Paul does his acting for that TV show.
Hey, what do we got?
Yeah, so
Go Jesse Pinkman. Big fanboy.
Disney announces bundle of Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus for $12.99 a month.
That's a deal right there.
Yeah, that is a
kidding me?
huge deal.
Can't go wrong.
I'm gonna be
ESPN Plus,
so
you
happy
can watch a
getting
lot
ESPN
of
Plus.
games for free just on your phone anywhere.
Happy football season,
Yeah, that is awesome.
and you could start streaming in November.
Yep. So let's do this. What shows are you guys most excited about for Disney Plus?
Do you know all the shows? I haven't written down, so I can list them off for you guys.
I'm gonna test myself real quick.
Okay.
I don't think I know all of them.
I have all the Marvel ones written down at least.
I'm gonna try,
I don't
though.
have all of them.
Altogether, it's I don't know the exact name. Falcon and Captain America. Mm-hmm. Falcon and the Winter Soldier, whatever.
Yeah, not Captain America.
WandaVision.
Yep.
Loki.
Yep.
What If.
Yep.
Real
She-Hulk.
Yep.
Not She-Hulk. Oh yeah, She-Hulk. Yeah.
She-Hulk.
I don't know why I thought it was Lady Hulk.
Wait. She-Hulk. Oh, fuck me. Hold on.
I'm holding.
Wait.
Waiting.
She-Hulk. Oh, I know the other one. God damn it.
You clearly don't.
Yeah, I clearly
Hawkeye.
don't. Hawkeye. That's one.
Super excited for that.
That's all I know. What else?
I think
Miss Marvel and Moon Knight are the other.
Moon Knight.
Moon Knight's gonna be crazy.
sick.
super excited for that one.
Yeah.
One of the things that I'm really, really excited for is to see how WandaVision ties into the second Doctor Strange movie. Super interested.
Over every Marvel movie that's coming out, Phase 4 and almost Phase 5, like we don't know the Phase 5 movies yet, but out of Phase 4, way more excited than Doctor Strange than any other Marvel movie.
It's gonna be a fucking horror movie.
Yeah, that's gonna be wicked.
That's gonna be-
interesting.
I think the
Crazy.
Eternals have plenty of room to
Yep.
be awesome.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
I know nothing about the Eternals. if I'm being honest.
Same dude.
All I know is there's like 3 Game of Thrones characters in the Eternals. That's
Are
it.
there 3?
2.
Oh, it's just 2? I thought there was a
Kit
third one
and
somewhere.
Richard Madden,
that's right.
which is
Stop.
why. Oh, I'll go back to that.
But
We'll go back to that. I'm excited to talk about that too.
do you guys have you read about like the premise of WandaVision at all?
No. Enlighten me.
It's
No.
It's such an interesting concept, and I kind of know how it's going to tie into Doctor Strange. So basically, they're bringing back Vision as the character. Who plays him, by the way? Do you know who plays Vision? I don't know the name. Anyway, they're bringing back the character, and the way they're doing it is basically Wanda creates like this bubble, like this alternate reality bubble around herself, and she just lives in this world that she created for herself, where she's like, it's set in like the 50s because it's her reality, and she's living a happy life married to Vision, and that's kind of the story.
It's like the Glass Universe.
Yeah,
with,
it's
or
like-
the Glass. What's it called in Doctor Strange? The Glass Universe.
The
Celestial?
No, that's.
I know what you're
that's
talking about.
going back to the Eternals.
Is that?
Celestials? Yeah.
Oh.
Well, regardless, Doctor Strange. He has like the Mirror Universe or the Glass Universe or something like that, where like nothing can affect
Dimension.
him. The
Isn't
Glass
it
Dimension? Yeah, I think so. Where it's his own.
It's
kind
been
of
a
thing.
while
Anyways,
since
But
Seen
yeah,
Doctor
it's her own
Strange.
reality. And so the way it's going to tie into Doctor Strange is because, and these are just rumors that I've read, is that this reality that she creates is going to create like a rip in the multiverse or something like that, and then it's going to feed into Doctor
hope.
Strange. I eat that shit up.
Yeah.
That's going to be so interesting.
that's like Loki though. Loki takes off
Yep.
right after he got the Tesseract.
Super interesting.
Alternate
That-
timeline.
Well, what the fuck is
It's
Loki up to,
something,
by the way?
dude.
This guy's came back from the dead like
10
3
times.
times.
You ask like what I'm looking forward to the most, and I feel like it's Loki.
Really?
It's either Loki or the What If series.
I was
First,
gonna say-
I love Tom Middleton as the actor for Loki.
Yeah.
I think Loki was one of the best villains in Marvel.
I think it was one of the best castings.
It wasn't just because like he was funny, but like he had a plan. He had a scheme. He's always been a trickster. And Ragnarok, I don't know if you guys have seen Ragnarok, but Ragnarok was hilarious.
I live on
and it made it
Ragnarok.
so much better when Thor was telling the story about like the snakes. and how Loki turned himself into a snake. Thor was so happy that because Thor loves snakes. And he was so happy to find a snake, he picked it up and he just transformed into Loki. And he just flashes over to Loki, and Loki's just sitting there smiling, grinning. He's like, yeah, I fucking did that to you.
Best part about that movie is, my name's Korg.
My name's Korg. I made a rock.
That's such a great scene.
What's he say? He's like, nothing to fear here unless you made of scissors.
I made a rock.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Loki, the What If has so many possibilities. It's like
animated, right? The What If?
That's why you love it.
Is
yeah,
it animated?
It is
I
animated.
didn't know that'd be animated. But like I heard one of the things from What If that they're trying to do is that Red Skull becomes Captain America and Steve Rogers becomes the head of the fucking Hydra. And that is something really cool that could happen. Yeah, like it's just reverse of realms. Like anything could happen in this What If series. And
another thing they're doing, not to cut you off or you.
No, that's not good.
But
he's cut you off like 10 times.
Yeah, so I'm not.
What?
I guess I just have a nice heart. Never mind.
What's up, pony boy?
What I was gonna say was, in that same series, there's a what if possibility that says, what if Peggy Carter got Captain America's powers?
That's right.
And what if Captain got the Iron Man suit?
That's right. There was something with Black Panther too.
Don't know. Don't know.
It
about
was
that.
like, what if Black Panther?
Probably was Shuri.
I think it was with Guardians or something like that.
What?
Really?
It could have been.
Dude,
I don't know.
What
Something
if
with
could
Black
literally
Panther.
be anything.
Yeah,
that's what makes
true.
it so cool. Like the question mark that surrounds that.
Yeah.
It's ... question mark.
We know absolutely nothing about Hawkeye, as far as I'm concerned, right?
I think it's going to be him passing the mantle along to his daughter. Whatever
Really?
her name is. Joe Russo's daughter that played her in Endgame. I think it's going to be...
You heard
One of the points I wanted to bring up about Disney Plus is what characters do you guys think are going to be weaned out of the MCU and what characters are going to be more predominant? And one thing I think of is Hawkeye, the one we know, Jeremy Renner, being weaned out and his daughter coming into the new era of Avengers. And another character I think is going to be weaned out is the Winter Soldier, Sebastian Stan. I don't think he's going to be in another Avengers movie. I don't see a purpose for having him in another Avengers
I guess
He was always kind of uninteresting to me.
Yeah, I loved him
character.
in Captain America Winter Soldier. Great villain.
Yeah.
Great fucking villain.
But then he's like in the fucking last battle in Endgame, and he's
right,
out
he
there
was
with
just
fucking
shooting
gun.
his M16. He wasn't doing anything with his arm.
Listen,
I don't...
Rocket wants that arm, and if Rocket wants that arm, I fucking want that arm.
He's gonna fucking get that arm.
He's gonna get that arm.
He probably already got it.
Interesting theory about Hawkeye. I don't know if he's going to be phased out. I always thought that he's going to, probably, you're right, pass along the Hawkeye mantle to his
the
daughter.
bow.
Right, but there's always the character of Ronin. Who he
love
turns
Ronin.
into. I love him too.
I love
and so what
Ronin.
I think is, instead of phasing Hawkeye out, he's going to kind of pass along to his daughter, and then he's going to kind of take on this
role of Ronin.
I loved that character in Endgame.
Yeah.
That one scene
Yeah.
where he was just butchering that guy, unbelievable,
He was unstoppable.
unstoppable.
This is
dude.
almost
Forget
unreal.
about it.
You got a sleeve, new haircuts. This isn't the good boy that you bring home to mom. This isn't the Hawkeye that freaking Scarlett Johansson's in love with. Are you kidding me?
So interesting stuff for Disney Plus. I'm super excited for all these shows.
Say, which show are you looking forward to
yeah.
the most?
Gotta
We haven't heard yours yet.
The show I'm looking forward to the most, I think, all right, bear with me. I think She-Hulk's going to be kind of interesting because Banner's going to be in She-Hulk.
Oh, really? I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
I
that's
guess-
news to me. That's pretty cool.
I guess the story goes is
Ruffalo.
that Mark Ruffalo. Banner is
Mark Ruffalo.
I don't know if it's his wife or if it's someone he loves, but somebody along those lines is dying,
Yep.
and he gives her a blood transfusion.
Gamma radiation.
And because he gives her the blood transfusion, she kind of absorbs that
Yep.
energy, and she becomes She-Hulk. But the big difference between him and Professor Hulk is that she can control it.
Right.
From the get-go?
Yeah.
Yep.
She gets that blood
Probably
transfusion.
because it's such a small amount.
Yeah,
versus all the gamma radiation.
Yeah, she lives, and she could control when she wants to be Hulk, when she wants to be normal.
That's
Which
cool.
I think is pretty cool.
That is
So,
cool.
and anything with Mark Ruffalo, he's such a good guy. Just seems like a teddy bear in real life.
Big time.
I'd love to just go out
Love
and
to
go
give him a hug.
fishing with him, like just like cast a line with the
Fuck,
guy.
Go fishing.
Be like,
Shit,
hey man, like what's going on?
Real talk right now. What's good?
Get a beer with Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah,
That'd be pretty
absolutely.
Dude,
I'd get a. Thank you for getting rid of her.
That's what, like 5 fucking times?
At
cool. I love
least.
Funko, but
You know what we should do is
More
next
can't
pod
handle
we
it.
should play a drinking game where every time that fucking thing knocks over, we rip a shot.
oh,
Take a sip.
Oh man,
I'd be slaughtered by the end of that.
I don't think we'll be able to get too many points across here.
But what? All right. So real quick, because I do want to move on to the Star Wars trailer. We talked about Disney Plus.
Oh, I want to talk about if we can
Yeah. Go ahead.
the Eternals real quick.
Yeah. MCU Phase 4.
Yeah,
Just generally speaking.
so MCU Phase 4, Loki is kind of stacked now.
Yes.
with stuff. It's primarily like TV almost. It's television
it's a lot of
series
TV
and
stuff.
stuff like that, which is cool. I'm looking forward
It's
to the
different.
movies.
It's different.
Yeah.
that's to say the least.
But I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be really cool. What is it?
Shang-Chi?
Shang-Chi is going to be kind of cool.
Super. I'm
different.
pretty excited about that.
It's only going to be
I know nothing about that stuff though. Like the thing is, like if I want to really enjoy Phase 4, I'm gonna have to research the
Yep.
heroes a little bit more and the Eternals all in and of itself because I feel like they're gonna have a huge role in the cosmic realm that's gonna come to Marvel.
Galactus. The
Yeah,
Eternals.
Galactus.
all that stuff of like the future of Fantastic Four and the X-Men, all that. Like I'm gonna really have to dig into this stuff because I was so excited when I was younger, a couple years back, when I found out Phase 3 and Thanos and the Avengers having a 2-part movie because originally it was Infinity War Part 1, Part 2, and like I was amazed by this. I was like, they're making this into 2 movies. This is insane. So I was researching Thanos. I was researching all these heroes and villains that are going to be coming up in these next like couple movies, and like now I got to get back to that. I got to go back to my roots and like, see what's going on with these newer guys because Shang-Chi, don't know nothing about.
Same.
Right.
Eternals, I know very little
Jack
about.
shit.
I know
Doctor
that-
Strange, I know his first movie. That's really all I really know about Doctor Strange. Like that kind of like his cinematic origin story, but like his real one, I don't got too much on that.
Yeah.
I know that Kit Harington is joining the Eternals as the Black Knight.
That's sick.
I know that Richard Madden is joining as I don't know the character's name.
I think both of them are the leads in the Eternals. Don't quote me on that. I read
Richard
that
Madden is 100% the lead.
No, what's her face is in it?
The mainstream actress. I
Yeah,
know who you're talking about. I don't know her name.
yeah. I'm
Oh,
getting it. I'm getting it.
Fuck. What the fuck's her name?
Why did Jenna Fisher just come to mind?
It's not
Definitely-
Pam playing
definitely
a fucking
wrong.
Eternal.
fucking stay in Scranton.
I'm getting it.
No, don't tell me because I got.
All right, I got it right here.
Is it Angelina Jolie?
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Very nice. Very nice.
But
I think she and like
Richard
Rob
Madden.
Stark.
yeah, Richard Madden is
Yeah,
definitely
his
the
name's
lead.
Rob Stark, not Richard Madden.
What I know about Black Knight is very little, but I know that the only power he gets, he's really not a superhero until
He's pretty much a demigod.
not really. He's a hero when he picks up the sword. The sword that he has and the sword he uses almost grants him like demigod kind of abilities.
Right, but
That's supposed to be-
wasn't he
that's
chosen
supposed
by
to
a
be
higher
Kit Harington?
power?
I don't know. So I don't know. You could be right. I have no idea. What I do know is that his sword that he uses, I forget the name of the sword, but it's what gives him the power.
Is that Kit Harington's character? Sorry.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. That's,
The
I
Black
think it's
Knight.
fitting that they give him a sword role
Oh, you know,
after Game of Thrones.
I'm thinking of Moon Knight. Or Moon,
Yeah, Moon Knight. That's the other TV
Moon Knight
series.
is insane.
Moon Knight is the one that was chosen by it.
But it's funny that Richard Madden and Jon Snow,
How do you guys-
Kit Harington.
That's a good topic. How do you guys feel about that? Because you're both, and myself included, are big Game of Thrones fan. Do you think it's going to be weird seeing Kit Harington, Jon Snow in the MCU?
It's funny because there's this thing going
I
around.
think it's gonna be cool.
There's this thing going around the
Really
internet.
cool.
There's this thing going around the internet.
Hey Tate, are you mad at me?
There's this thing going around the fucking internet that says it's kind of funny because the last time in Game of Thrones that Jon Snow saw Robb Stark patted him on the shoulder and said, "The next time I see you, you'll be all in black." And now this guy, Kit Harington, is the Black Knight with Robb Stark and the
It works.
Eternals.
no shit.
works.
That's pretty cool.
Isn't that cool?
It does indeed work. I think I don't know. Kit Harington, I think as long as he's wielding a sword, he's going to be a badass actor. Anything,
Yeah.
I can't see him in a soft, like, romance movie type of role. Like, he's got to be in, like
I can't
some
see him with
Olden Day or, like, some crazy, like...
with an Iron Man ability or something. I can't see that,
no.
I think it's a good casting.
I agree. I just hope that when I go to see that movie, I don't see him on the big screen and think to myself, Jon Snow. I want to be...
Oh, you're
wanna be
definitely going to think
completely-
that initially.
But that worries me a little bit.
Initially, you're gonna
I want my
see
mind
him
to
on the
be in
screen.
the MCU.
You're gonna see him on the screen, Jason, and be like, "That's Jon Snow right there. He's swinging a different sword.
I don't know how I
It
feel
ain't
about
Longclaw, but it's something else."
That's what happened with the Lion King remake live action. People said that the remake, all you could focus on were the actors portraying the voices, and like it totally took away from the actual plot and casting, or not casting, the plot and synopsis of the movie. And like
Glover.
what they did, like Donald Glover, Seth Rogen, right?
Yep, he's Pumbaa.
All them, like anytime they opened their mouth, you were like, "Oh, this is Seth Rogen talking. It's not Pumbaa."
Yeah, but I feel like with some people,
And that took
especially
away
with
from the movie.
critics, like, you know, they're just like out there to give their truthful own opinion on it. But, you know, if you're a fan of The Lion King and you're seeing that reanimation of it and you're just like, damn, this is great. Like, I didn't see The Lion King, so I hadn't seen a new one. But, like, I could imagine that, you know, the real fans that were sitting there, they were just so happy to see, like, such a live version, like, such a real, touching version of the remake.
That movie was 100% profit from nostalgia.
Yep.
I mean,
Big time. A lot of
That's
these
what all
Disney
these
movies
Disney
are.
remakes are,
Right,
all
but
these
then-
live actions. They're different in some little way, shape, or form.
Fucking
It's
Winnie
not
the
crazy.
Pooh, though, dude, I give it 10 out of 10.
Really?
Honest to God. I'll say it right now into the
he
mic.
did see Winnie the Pooh.
I saw. No, it wasn't called Winnie the Pooh, though. It was Christopher Robin.
Yeah.
Great movie.
Winnie the Pooh was there.
Let me tell
Did
you.
it make you cry?
Big time.
Wow.
Dude, I fucking cried like a baby.
Wow.
It was
Winnie the
so
Pooh was big.
It was so nostalgic.
That's the thing.
The fiance got mad at me for seeing that, by the way, because we had talked about going to see it in the theater together, and then I
just went alone.
I can't remember who I saw it with, but it was not her. And
Get some,
she was like, I thought we were gonna go see it together, and I was like, sorry.
Whoops.
get some milk duds.
I actually,
Favorite movie theater snack?
fuck
Go.
Milk Duds, dude.
Yeah, Milk Duds
Actually,
is
you know
not-
What
what?
do you mean, fuck milk duds? That's
They're-
all I used to get.
They're not bad. The thing is,
Tate and Jason are brothers for all of them.
I'm having more and more intolerance of shit that gets crammed in my teeth.
Yeah, same. I got a cavity. I'm pretty sure. I can't really eat chocolate right now.
Anyway,
Favorite
yeah,
movie?
Christopher
No.
Robin's
What's your
great.
favorite movie theater food?
Snack, popcorn, food, soda, drink. I don't know.
I don't know,
Freezy
dude.
Pop.
We talking can't just anything?
Anything. What's your number one go-to?
Can't go wrong with popcorn and butter, but that's a boring
popcorn.
answer.
So candy, I guess. Favorite movie
Yeah.
theater candy.
Okay, well, it should have fucking specified then. Because
Who, me?
I mean, personally, my answer would not have been fucking popcorn, you fucking duds, alright? Mine would have been Twizzlers, because I love bringing a pack of Twizzlers to the movie theaters. I never buy them there. I always go to CVS. Sorry, movie theaters.
probably Sour
Your prices
Patch
are
Kids.
outrageous.
Sour Patch Kids,
Sour Patch
Twizzlers.
Kids.
Sour Patch Kids are good.
Yep.
Twizzlers. That's me.
What do we got?
about you, Tate?
What do I get for candy at the movie theater? I usually just get a large popcorn and just mow it.
I don't get candy.
I guess if I had to choose,
I'm not trying to pay fucking $10.
Yeah,
for a
it's
thing of
outrageous. You always stop at the CVS right before the Berlin theaters.
You walk in,
you
your
go
fucking
in there.
pockets are
Yeah,
stacked.
you got the pockets and the pant belt line stuffed to the brim. You're like, all right, let's go. Come on, get the ticket. Here you go.
Do you think the people at the ticket line
They
that work
know.
there? There's no way they don't know.
They know, like, if you go straight, I'm telling you right now, if you go straight from the ticket to the line over there, they know you got something in your pocket. There's no way you
Yeah.
walk into
Dude,
a movie theater and don't buy it.
There was one time where
Or
I
have
walked
something
in.
with you.
I walked into a movie theater once, hiding candy in my pocket. Honest to God, I walked past the guy. He was eyeing me like he clearly knew. I swear to God, he was thinking to himself, "Does this kid have a fucking tumor in his thigh? What's going on?"
yeah, but what's he gonna fucking say? Turn out your pockets?
You got the right?
Yeah, no,
not
I'll
gonna
say
say shit.
fuck you.
So
I'm
now
here to
when
buy
I
a ticket.
when I
Go see
go
us.
with Sarah, she generously keeps it in her purse.
Yeah.
Benefits of
It's always good to have the
Having
girlfriend
a
with you. They bring the purse, and you're good to go. You're
good to
just like, all right, here you go. I've snuck McDonald's in there before.
No shit.
Oh, yeah. Emily's
fuck did you
Emily's
do
got
that?
the big bag, all right, and we put the fucking whole bag, and sometimes we're able to fit a drink or two in there, and we're just in there. It's great.
The movie theater, they sell alcoholic beverages now.
They do.
They do.
I'm not sure. How
Pricey.
Are they pricey? I was going to
Pricey.
say.
I don't think they are. I don't think there's.
I think like
they're
a
not-
beer's $8.
But the
No,
thing
I don't
is,
think they're that much.
what are you going to get blasted at the movies? Like, why would you keep
How do you
spending
get home?
$8?
One time.
But, like, I'm not going to keep...
I feel like you're better off bringing nips in the purse or in the pockets.
You're not going to keep leaving the movie to get another beer. You know what I mean? That's just...
Why would you do that? And then,
pretty
like, you're
stupid.
over consuming that beer. You gotta pee. You gotta break the seal.
Oh, yeah.
Sarah's my fiance. We went to a movie after going to Chili's one night, and we got several drinks at Chili's and then Ubered to the movie theater. Dude, I was like fucking like gone.
What movie did you go see?
I can't even remember. You know what it was? It was one of those. What was it? Is it Glass?
Yeah, Glass is a movie.
Did that come out recently?
Relatively.
Is there a Is that the sequel, or is there a sequel to that one?
I don't know.
Anyway, it was one of those movies. But dude, I fucking fell asleep like halfway through. I was just dead.
Glass came out pretty recently, I think.
So, if you're gonna drink in the movie theater, I do recommend it. But if you want to pay attention to the movie, I
Right, like a movie like Endgame, like I couldn't get blasted for it and just be like, oh man, I think I'm gonna take a nap for 20 minutes while I figure out time travel really quick. Like absolutely not. There's no way. I'm attentive. I'm in that movie. Like I'm committed to it.
Was Samuel Jackson in it?
Yes.
Was it an M. Night Shyamalan
Yes,
movie?
it
Yeah,
was.
that came out this year.
Yeah.
Samuel
Anyway,
Jackson.
last on the docket here, last on tap.
Last thing on
Shout it
tap.
out is Star Wars. The final trailer dropped. Andrew, this is your territory, but go ahead.
I'll just go on record and say that actually I saw Rogue One, so I did see Rogue One, but the last Star Wars movie that I like watched and I was like, fucking good film was Episode 3. When
The prequels do not get a good
when
rap,
Anakin's
man.
face melted off.
Did you see The Last Jedi? Which is episode 8, technically.
Was that before or after Rogue One?
That was after.
No.
You've not. Okay. Interesting.
Dude, I'm embarrassed to say that, like, Rogue One, Last Jedi, all the recent Star Wars movies, I've seen most of them. I think I've seen all of them, but they all blend together for me. I don't know which one's which.
Okay.
I thought
So
help me out
a
here.
little background here. All right, so we're gonna go from after the prequels into the, I guess technically the 7th movie in Star Wars trilogies of the 3 trilogies that they now have. So The Force Awakens, and that's when you first meet Rey.
What episode was that?
Episode 7.
Okay.
You meet Rey, our very big female character, Kylo Ren.
Yeah.
I heard
BB-8.
carried the fucking saga.
You think Kylo Ren carried the saga?
I heard that Kylo Ren carried the saga.
I wasn't the biggest Kylo fan.
I will say though, just
Ben Kenobi, or not Ben Kenobi, Ben Solo. That's his name, technically.
see, like,
not
I can't
Kylo
even
Ren.
keep up.
So his actual name is Ben
Old
Solo. No, listen to me.
Okay.
It is Ben Solo. He is the son of Han Solo and Leia Skywalker.
I feel like Leia's had a kid with it. That's just
Leia,
she gets around.
She kissed her brother. Okay,
Sus,
she
Cersei.
kissed Luke.
Strike one.
She kissed Luke, and then she, like, I don't know if her and Han ever got married. Like, I don't know, but they had a kid together, and then Han ran off and, like, disappeared for a while because they couldn't handle the shock of Ben Solo, Kylo Ren
The
going
hair
into,
buns, dude.
yeah.
People in that universe can't resist those hair buns.
Yes.
He couldn't handle the idea of Kylo Ren joining the dark side and going under Snoke, the big bad that was supposed to be that died very quickly in Episode 8, The Last Jedi. For those of you that remember, he just got a lightsaber through him and then just cut him in half. It was quite underwhelming, if you ask me. I thought this man was going to have a huge role in the series. Died almost immediately on his first time on screen, and I was like, all right, there he goes. But the new Episode 9, the last of the trilogy here. You guys saw the trailer.
Yep.
Just speaking off of that, I thought the trailer looked great.
The trailer was crazy. There's a lot of thought for theory here. A lot of
Interested to know what you think.
There's just so much food for thought. Like, you pick any scene from the trailer, you're like, what's happening there? So I want to ask you both, like, what was your favorite scene from the trailer, and what do you think could happen from there?
I think
Either one of you start.
I think it was really cool to see the old footage.
Yep.
From the old movies. That was pretty dope.
It's always correlating back. Star Wars has always just been...
I thought that was sick. And then the thing that I think you're referring to about the theory possibility is the dark ray.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Yep, dark ray.
The sick fucking lightsaber that she just whips out.
So cool.
Looking like a bad bitch.
Dark
like a
Maul,
fucking
double-sided.
It was like a switchblade. She just knocks it down, and then she's got the double fucking lightsaber. Do you think it's a clone?
I personally think it's a vision. So I think it's a Force vision.
So anticlimactic.
Yeah, I think it's a Force vision. I think we will see it in the movie. Like, you know how sometimes they throw stuff in the trailer that you never see in the movie. Like, it's just like
it could be a deterrent. Or
something to make you think something else.
Yeah,
and they're going in a completely different direction.
Right.
But I think it's a Force vision, just like in when Luke was getting trained by Yoda, and he went to those freaking caves, and like he saw himself fighting Vader, cutting off Vader, and putting on like the Vader mask. I think it's gonna be something like that. The Rise of the Skywalker, though, the name of the movie, I think this movie is gonna be primarily about Kylo Ren.
Really?
I think there's going to be a lot of Kylo Ren in this movie because as of right now, he is the only confirmed, like, besides Leia, he's the only confirmed Skywalker we have in this movie. We still don't know Rey's parentage, like her background. We don't know who her parents are. We don't know like why she was left abandoned on her planet. We have no idea who Rey really is. So unless they give us that in this movie, which is also a huge possibility. But I think Kylo Ren and Rey are going to have a fair amount of screen time, and I think it's going to be primarily more of Kylo Ren.
Do you think...
Jason, really quick, though, what is your first thought trailer?
I agree with
Tate.
That was definitely the part that stuck out to me. It got the old brain thinking immediately. I've already right. There's so many theories out there about what that was. I gotta say, if it was a vision, I really think that would be so disappointing almost.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Part of me wants it to be like a clone, or even she goes to the dark side or something like that.
I don't see that happening, though.
It'd be cool if...
What if Rey went to the dark side and Kylo went to the light?
That would be insane. Let me tell you. It would be crazy because we've gotten hints of that. Is it
possible?
We've gotten hints of it in The Force Awakens when he killed Han Solo. He turned his lightsaber on. And he's like, it almost looked like, Dad, I'm going to go back to your side. I'm going to be a part of the Resistance. I'm not going to be a part of the Empire. And he fucking murdered him.
I think
it's almost like you do want that role flip.
Yeah.
Like, it'd be so cool to see.
It'd be wild.
But
I think part of him... I think
he's established himself as the villain now at this
exactly.
point. Like, I feel like he wants to be like Darth Vader. He wants to be the big bad. He wants to own the universe. And
but that's not possibly that's not him.
Right. But in The Last Jedi,
so he's fighting the light almost?
Yeah, exactly. Like, he's going away from the light.
Right.
He doesn't want anything to do with it. Because in The Last Jedi, like, you think about it, he killed Han Solo. Last Jedi, he thought he killed Luke Skywalker. But that just turned out to be a Force ghost. Like, you guys know what a Force ghost is?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah,
okay.
Yes,
I don't have to explain.
The transparent version of like,
you're so in touch with the Force, you're able to admit your life force into it and proclaim yourself after death. And I don't know. I don't see Ben Solo going to the light side. He's just our Skywalker. You know what happened in the third movie, Tate.
So
we saw Anakin go from the light to the dark. I think we're just gonna unless you could be right here. We could see the flip flop.
I think that'd be such an interesting
dark to the light and then Rey to the dark side. But like, who would train Rey in the light in the dark side of the Force?
That's true.
And that's where Palpatine comes in.
So
you guys heard Palpatine's chuckle and laugh in there. There's a mystery character in this movie. I'm sorry I'm talking so much about this. I know this.
We're letting you go.
Spit, dog.
So Matt Smith,
give me another beer.
Has a mystery role in this movie.
Matt Smith.
His name is Matt Smith, and for those who don't know, Matt Smith played a role in Doctor Who. I don't know if either one of you watched Doctor Who. I have not watched Doctor Who. I heard it's a great TV series, though. Doctor Who and Terminator Genesis, and I'm pretty sure he was the big bad in Terminator Genesis, which is the 4th Terminator movie, the most recent one I'm almost positive about.
I think you're right.
But, you know, I Googled this dude, Matt Smith, a couple days ago, and I was like, what's he look like? He looks like a bad dude. Like, he looks like...
school with a Matt Smith?
We did. We went to Southern
That's why I
Connecticut.
said,
It's a very common name.
Yeah, very vanilla.
Yeah, at Southern Connecticut, we did go to school with the Matt Smith, and he was an awesome guy.
Can you get a more generic name than a Matt Smith?
Maybe a Joe Smith or, Anyways.
But he looks like a big bad, and the rumors floating around is because he has this anonymous role. No one, like, it doesn't specify what his role is, that the Force ghost of Palpatine is going to overtake him, and this is where the Empire is going now. It's going to be Palpatine in whatever role Matt Smith plays in his body, and Palpatine's going to be back as the big bad.
But
with Kylo Ren.
This is it, right? For Star Wars?
This is
like
it for the trilogies, for all the roles
The
we know so
Mandalorian,
well.
though.
Yeah.
We're going to have the Bounty Hunter series.
Super psyched
Disney
about
Plus.
that. Yeah.
Yep, we're going to have the Bounty Hunter series, but...
Live action, that's wild.
The Star Wars we've known since the first one that ever came out.
It's done.
It's done.
Yeah.
All the returning characters, the roles we know, Mark Hamill. I mean,
So the Mandalorian picks up just
Han
a
Solo.
fresh start
I read this.
in the Star Wars universe, or in just...
It's
When
gonna
in the
be
timeline does it?
Mandalorian?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I read this the other day. I can't remember.
But so, for...
It's going to be,
for
after
the
this
lame-
episode, any Star Wars movie that comes out after this, it's going to be completely different.
Okay, but so, for the person who's seen, like, Star Wars movies here and there, namely me...
Yep. Yep.
This TV show, I could just start watching this, and it's a whole new fucking...
You know Boba Fett, Jango Fett, the Bounty Hunters?
Boba Fett is known worldwide.
Right, okay.
Love
so
Boba Fett, don't even
I'm glad
know
you know this. I'm glad you know this. It's going to be... you know how he's a bounty hunter? He's
Yes.
the one that captured Han Solo
Yes,
and brought
yes,
him
yes.
to Jabba the Hutt.
I do know that.
It's going to be just a bounty hunter series. It's going to have no correlation, no like exact tie-in to the timeline of Star Wars. It's going to be this dude hunting down whatever. He's
That's
a bounty
sick.
hunter. It's going to be
That's
cool.
sick.
It's going to be cool.
It's going to be really cool. I got the timeline. It takes place 5 years after the fall of the Empire and before the emergence of the First Order.
Okay. So
I have no
after
fucking idea what
this
that
after
means.
the 6th movie,
Might as well be
then-
reading fucking Chinese.
So I'm pretty sure that means after the 6th movie, so after Boba Fett died, after Return of the Jedi, and the Fallen Order, I'm pretty sure is what they're calling themselves now in this current trilogy. I should
gonna be a cool
really
show.
fact checked myself more
Dude,
often for this
13,
podcast.
what is it, $13-12 a month or something like that for Disney Plus?
You're getting a lot of content.
You're getting so much content. To me, it's
And
just so worth it.
Hulu
Not a
alone
sponsor.
is better than Netflix, in my opinion. Netflix does have some awesome movies coming out soon that I want to talk about next time.
Sure.
It's going to be dropped weekly, by the way, these episodes.
Yes, they're not going to be binging.
Do you like that, Jason?
Not going to be
Weekly?
bingeable.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Do you like that, Andrew?
I do.
More than binging?
Yeah.
Same.
It
Likewise.
keeps me interested.
It keeps the focus on
you
the
know,
show.
it's something to look forward to. Something to
Yep.
look forward to at the end of the week. Like,
Yep.
I mean, for me, like, I'm big on anime, so I look at, what shows are currently out and what I'm watching, and I have to wait a week to watch them, and it's just something to look forward to at the end of the week. I'm like, the two top shows I'm watching right now, they come out they come out Friday and Saturday,
Right.
and I can't wait for the weekend now, not to go out, because I get to watch these dope-ass shows.
I like the anticipation.
Right,
honestly.
right, it's fun.
Yeah.
You're like, what's happening next, man?
Binging is fun, but, then you're 2 days later, it's like, oh, fuck, it's over.
Done. Yeah,
know what I mean?
I picked up on Game of Thrones after season 6, so beginning of season 7 and obviously season 8, and watching those weekly it was just a blast. Like, you looked forward to Sundays, not because the Patriots were playing the Colts or anything, but because Jon Snow was about to do some shit.
With the White Walkers.
Yeah, so I looked forward to the bi-weekly, or the weekly thing, not bi-weekly. I think it's just a good way to keep
Big time.
the audience fucking coming back.
Yep.
Otherwise, you might watch a series and binge 3 episodes and be like, this ain't up my alley.
So,
I'm leaving.
are all the shows on Disney Plus going to be weekly?
I believe so.
That's awesome.
Also, some content on Netflix, I learned this today, is going to be weekly.
Dude,
Yeah,
my life is
I thought
going
this
to
was
be
what you were talking about originally.
my life is going to be consumed by Disney Plus.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Like,
There's
A
such
lot of people
monopoly.
are. Disney's going to make... You might as well buy your stocks in Disney now, folks, because when Disney Plus comes out, it's going to skyrocket.
Big time. Big time.
Yeah.
What are we doing on time here, guys? Like, what's going on?
We got about an hour and 20 in.
Yeah?
A little less than that.
The pee so fucking bad.
Thinking about closing up here. We got a little release
so. We
radar action.
covered everything that I wanted to cover.
This was good, man.
Yeah, this
was
fun.
fun.
Time.
Before we wrap this up, folks, I got the release radar. So we're going to be posting these episodes sometime on Friday. We don't have a knockdown time just about yet, but when we do get in the routine of it, you certainly will know from us.
Fridays is all you need to know.
Fridays is the episodes are coming out. But for the release radar, we're playing it off as this from the Friday we drop to the following Friday, so the week in between. And what we got for movies coming out is It Chapter 2 is coming out this Friday, September 6th. It's supposed to be a big movie.
I'm going to go see it this weekend.
Big Terror. I haven't seen
Can't
It
wait.
Chapter 1.
Would you see it?
I heard otherwise.
Would you?
We'll talk about this next week.
All right. I'll have seen it then, so it'll be good.
Like, I have not seen It Chapter 1, and I really do want to see it.
Dude, see it.
I do. I saw the book. You guys have the book down here. Like, I want to read it.
You saw the trailer for it too? I saw the trailer. The fucking song in that, or the tone, or however it fucking goes.
Love that kind of
Freaky.
horror. Love that kind
Really
of horror.
freaky.
Anyway, Andrew.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Go ahead.
So that's like the biggest movie coming out this week, in my opinion. I didn't look up any other ones because it was huge when Chapter 1 came out. Music wise, we got Post Malone's new album coming up. Hollywood's Bleeding, again, that comes out September 6th. Tons of features on that. We have DaBaby. We have Ozzy Osbourne.
I also want to talk about next week. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, that movie.
Oh, really?
Leo and Matt Damon.
I want
heard
to
of it.
see that movie.
Yeah, it's. We'll talk about it next week.
Sounds good.
So, tons of features on Posty's new album. I still stand by Post's first album being the best he's ever put out there. But, I'm hoping my expectations
Beer bongs and
will...
Bentleys?
I think that was the second one. That was the second
I think
one.
that was the second one. Yeah.
Beer bongs and Bentleys?
You know what a beer bong is?
Fuck yeah, I know what a beer bong is. Dude,
Why
I
don't-
have one.
Why doesn't he just call it a funnel? Funnels and Bentleys.
Does that sound good?
Dude,
Yes.
I accidentally, when we were moving out of the condo a few weeks ago, mom was helping us pack.
Mm-hmm.
She saw the box that said beer bong, or she heard it referenced or something like that, and she fucking goes, "What the fuck? It's a beer bong."
Yep.
I was like, "Mom, that's not what you think."
Yeah, very
Do not stress.
yeah.
But
So,
anyway,
Posty's new album
Yep.
comes out, and then two big games coming out this next week. September 6th, tomorrow. NBA 2K20.
Oh yeah.
So NBA games are big. They're a lot of fun with my career is great. My brother was playing the demo the other day. I was watching him play that. There's so much to do with that. They just keep enhancing it every year. It's just fun to play against your friends. Me and Tate used to go way back in the day. We'd be doing East versus West All-Star games, just having
Games were ridiculous.
the best of the best matchups and playing each other. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to get my hands on that. And then finally, Gears of War 5. And that's September 10th. I believe that's a Tuesday. And that game, I didn't finish Gears of War 4. I got a couple story sagas into it, chapters, and I got away from it. I never got back to it before I got rid of my Xbox. But Gears of War 5 is a game I wish I could play. I'll probably watch the playthrough on YouTube because
when's the drop date for that one?
September 10th.
Cool.
Lots
Cool
to
deal.
look forward to.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So you guys, if you want to listen,
all I got left.
you can find us on SoundCloud. Just search On Tap. We're also going to be on Spotify, and we're going to have a video version of this podcast up on our official YouTube channel. Check it out. If you guys have any questions, one of the things that we really want to start doing is answering fan questions. I think that would be a fucking ball.
It'll take a little while to build up to that, but for now, if you got questions,
Might
and
as
you
well-
listen to the podcast, we'll fucking answer them because you're probably the only fans right now. So,
Might as well throw that out there now.
but yeah, this was a lot of fun. On Tap. We'll see you next week.
Tuning out.
See you next week.